what is up, loyalty crew? How are y'all feeling? Hope you guys are having a good Monday. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. So let's get right into these. These are the perks of 2K22 next gen. There is no perks in current gen, for 2K22. That sucks. But I'm not gonna lie, perks are amazing. Perks are fun. Let's look over these real quick. I'm gonna break these down. I'm gonna explain to you how these work, how these really do well with your takeover, and what you choose wisely for your badging, your takeover, and all of that. It all comes down the lines of where your perks are at. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to tell y'all how to get perks too, because you're not going to get them from playing in the city all day. You're going to have over 17,000 P.E.R.K. games played in the city. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to get the perks, because they are through the city lines, they are through the My Career story lines, they are just throughout the quest stories within 2K22 next gen. So let's get right into it. First, right off the rip is a Decelerator. It says slows down how to quickly your opponents achieve takeover if you're guarding them closely. So like I said, pretty self-explanatory on all these. They label them pretty well. They explain them good. But we are here to fully adjust the badging, the takeovers that I'm going to tell you guys that are going to be good with these. So right off the rip, obviously a good takeover would be lockdown, depending on how you want to choose a good lockdown takeover, whatever that may be for you. Also, the good badges are Pickpocket, Menace, and Clamps. Clamps is a good perimeter outside D badge. Phenomenal, because you can hug them, as obviously this says, as close guardly that you are on them, that their takeover will slowly decrease and it'll slowly be able to be achieved by the opponent. So that's a good one as well. Pickpocket, you know, if they're slowly decreasing their stuff, you're going to be able to jab onto them, you know, make them a little hesitated. Tweak them out a little, maybe steal the ball too from clamping them up. And Menace is also good, because Pickpocket will come into play with that too, because Menace also lowers their stats overall, as good as you're guarding them up tight, and it will just kind of deplete his build as well with his attributes slowly dropping with Menace badge. So I'd rock Menace on good, silver, gold, Hall of Fame recommendedly. If you do have it on Hall of Fame, some builds don't, some builds may. It all varies too, but I'd rock that on the highest. Pickpocket, silver, bronze. Clamps, obviously Hall of Fame if you can, gold. If not, silver or bronze. Rock 3 of those badges, good takeover, lockdown, and obviously Decelerator is you need the perk to play in the action. So let's get to another one, Minimizer. I don't have this yet, like I was saying. You get them to the city line, quest lines through this game. Complete Adidas daily stat challenges to earn this perk. So that's how you get it through that quest line. Opponents activated takeover don't last as long when closely guarded. So this Minimizer. All right, so the good one with this would probably obviously be another lockdown, because it does say closely guarded. You're the one guarding, not the opponent. Remind you by that. Don't get that stuck up in your head and think differently. So obviously a lockdown takeover, and what the badge I just noted, the Clamps, Pickpocket, and Menace. If there's any other good badges that will roll with these perks as well, these two ones I just noticed right now, then let me know, because I actually haven't discovered that. If there's any good clamping ones, let me know. That'd be awesome. Suppressor, opponents with an active takeover receive smaller attribute boost when you're guarding them. How to get this badge? You're gonna complete it. Gatorade daily stat challenge to earn this perk. So there's another one like that. So the suppressor, yeah, okay. Activate takeover and receive a smaller attribute boost. Okay, so when you activate your takeover, essentially the opponent will receive smaller attribute boost when you're guarding them. So essentially it's another good one for the good takeover, for lockdown, for Clamps, you know, Menace, and Pickpocket as well. So when they activate it, they receive the smaller attribute boost. So essentially how you gain your 4, how you gain a big boost, and depending on stats of what your takeover obviously is. So if you activate like my primary takeover shot, so if I get my spot up precision, I'm not going to get a huge 3 or a huge mid-range or any of that activated boost that I would get prior to activating that if this guy wasn't rocking suppressor. But if he is, I'm not going to get as much as the attributes will go up. So that's actually a good takeover. It really does suppress their whole takeovers, secondary, primary, and their perk will be just absolutely demolished as well off of that. So that's a great one. These are defensives. These are defensive ones because they're red. When a guarded opponent commits a turnover or a bad shot, their takeover meter gets a larger penalty. So this is before their takeover gets popped, remind you. So this will make them not being able to achieve their takeover a lot easier. or at a normal standard time that they would normally get it through playing throughout the game. This will allow them to get it longer within the game. So it could be 20 to smack, and you could be out there smacking him, and he could just be kind of grabbing the boards, you know, doing his thing. But naturally, you rocking his perk, that will prolong his takeover from him achieving his takeover with rocking his badge, because it makes his it gives a penalty to his takeover bar, which makes it longer. So that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. That's how you get it though. The Mountain Dew quest line there. So on to the next one. The second chance. How you get this: complete New Balance daily stat challenges to earn this perk. All right. Second chance is called when takeover is a full but not yet activated. Making a mistake won't completely reset the meter. So essentially, you know how when you do have your takeover partially, or when you do have your takeover but you're trying to go for your team takeover or your secondary one, it won't fully absolutely just drain it. It won't absolutely just pull the plug on your whole takeovers where you just go back to, you know, starting your primary takeover. You'll actually kind of lose a little, but like you'll still keep a good amount, a good percent of it. So it's actually a W. That making a mistake won't completely reset the meter. And that is all pretty self-explanatory as well, just by reading it. But by glancing at it, you may not fully understand. So there to break it down. So the baddest to run with this, you know, there's really no baddest or the takeover. Just run a good takeover so you don't lose it, you know. On to the next one, Sponge. When a teammate performs an action to increase their takeover meter, you get a small boost to your own. This is also a W. Special delivery. Right off the rip, my head, the badge would be good for that. Obviously, the takeover, really whatever the best takeovers you would want to play at. So I'd probably play, like, you know, spot up, sharp shot, any really offensive, antagonizing ones that will really be dominant out there. But like I said, special delivery, dimer, any like floor general badge that will help increase your attributes on offense and defense go up with this as well, because this is kind of like an all-around perk. Because it does increase their takeover, and it will is yours. And so it's insane. So you're going to get that a lot quicker. Just play that good D out there. Or good offense, you know what I'm saying? Just be all around phenomenal, and you'll get it. And how to complete it? Complete State Farm. Jake from State Farm. Daily stat challenge to earn this perk. So that's how you get it. Like I said, it's all through the quest lines. You guys already know. Extender. That's a great one, too. Extends the length of time that your takeover stays active. So this is also a W, because you know, like how I know your takeover goes from freaking bow. Literally gets drained just like that. It's instant, especially your secondary or your primary takeover. Your secondary goes a lot quicker than your primary. Your secondary goes in a blink of an eye. It's crazy. Your primary goes in 2 or 3, 4 blinks of your eye. So that will give it a lot more time out there, so you guys can really go crazy and get the game over with quick. So Juice a good one. They're all great. I'm really dissecting the ones that aren't as good, but I'm over the ones that are that are phenomenal. Excuse me. Juice. So Juice gives an extra boost to your attributes when takeover is activated. So this gives an extra boost to your attributes. So if you got like an 85, that's gonna go right up to 90 potentially. I don't know how. It doesn't specify how big of a boost, but it's gonna give a boost. So if you're good on defensive and you got this perk activated when you're on defense, you're going to be out there performing a lot better on defense. You're going to be stopping a lot more too. So that's a W in any type of way as well. Offensively, defensively. It's going to be phenomenal. That's Juice. So stay warm. Takeover meters won't drain as quickly when performing poorly. So if you're out there kind of being sluggish, doing, you know, awful, selling your teammates, you know, they'll drop you quite quick. So I wouldn't prefer to do that. You know, experience. I'm just joking. But yeah. Takeover meter won't drain as quickly when performing poorly. So, you know, that's another one that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really got to, you know, fully explain that one out. But yeah, just don't perform poorly and you should be good. You know, and if you do somehow, it's not going to take your takeover. It's not going to drain your meter or anything like that. So not too quickly. So you'll be able to stay warm and you won't go cold. So Accelerator, takeover meters fill faster when performing well on the court, allowing to get takeover quicker. So essentially, this one is your takeover will achieve a lot quicker, bro. So it's just kind of like Heat Seeker or Hot Shot, essentially. But those were the badges in 2K21 Next Gen. But this is the perk now. So essentially, when you're out there performing at a high standard level, you will achieve your takeover a lot quicker. So yeah, hopefully this helped you. If you guys want to know more about the perks, anything like that along the lines of what to fully rock them with, if I didn't essentially say to rock it with these badges or this takeover, then there's probably really no good takeover or badges that can accommodate to that certain said perk. You know, there's a few out there that I have listed. I did say that I did mention. Also to get through the quest lines and everything, one right off the rip would be the best one. I have completed already. That's how I do have a couple of those perks. Like I said, the other ones were locked for me. But the best one is Mamba Mentality. That's how you can switch your takeovers. Obviously, as been stated in the past 2 cases, we have been able to change our takeovers in past 2Ks. And these are the rewards. So you'll get Extender, you'll get Juice, Stay Warm, and Accelerator perks from achieving this Mamba Mentality quest. This is the first one. This is the one you should do right out the rip, as this is the most perks you will get. Plus, you get the GOAT Mamba Mentality badge. So hopefully this video did help you guys. This was a quick breakdown, fully explained perks, what to rock, what to put out there, how to fully access and excel your build as well, to be performing top tier out there on the courts. Perks really do matter at the end of the day. You do and you should fully examine them like we just did and accommodate them to your build as best that you can. Like I said, if this video did really help, you guys learned something, please subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends as well to get them updated, to get them to know about these new perks that 2K22 Next Gen did add. They're on current. So if you're a Next Gen warrior, I love you. I love everyone who plays 2K. But then I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your week. We'll be talking to you.